All right, so why are we getting a starting class at 16,000? This comes from, let me get this set up. This comes from our class width and our lowest data value. So again, the first thing we do is we find the range. We see we have a range of 8,800. So when I divide that by 10, I get 880. So I always round this number up to the next quote unquote nice number. So in this case, the class width is 1,000. So the important thing to keep in mind here is that whatever the class width is, the lower class limit should be a multiple of the class width. So since the class width is 1,000, the lower limit of my first class should be a multiple of 1,000. So like for this reason, I couldn't start the first class at like 16,500. Because this is not a multiple of 1,000. 1,000 doesn't go into here evenly. It goes into here 16.5 times. But 1,000 goes into 16,000 a whole number of times, 16 times. So I'm going to start at a multiple of the class width. And which multiple do I start with? Well, I start at the next number lower than my lowest data value. That's a multiple of the class width. So if I look at 16,700, the next number below that, that's a multiple of 1,000, is 16,000. Let me show you a different example, just kind of solidifying this point a little bit. So first thing I'll do here is, again, find the range. So this is the kind of pain in the butt part where you have to look for the highest and lowest values. The highest value is 932. The lowest value, 484. Looks like 484. So when I find the range, I have 932 minus 484, 448. I want 10 classes, so I divide that by 10. I get 44.8. Round that up to the next nice number. 45 is not really nice enough, so we're going to round that up to 50. So my class width is going to be 50. So by that same rule, I want each of my lower limits, the first numbers in my interval, to be multiples of 50. Well, what's the next number below my lowest data value that's a multiple of 50? My lowest data value is 484. The next number below that that's a multiple of 50 is 450. That's a multiple of 50. Which means the second class will start at 500 and then 550 and so on. So if this goes from 450 to 500, this goes to 499. This goes from 500 to 550, this goes to 549, and so on. So those are going to be your intervals. So again, class width has to be a multiple, or the class limit has to be a multiple of the class width.